Racine County has been awesome, like seeing it kind of evolve into something way more diverse than it was. My family's from Laos. During the Vietnam War, there was actually a war going on in Cambodia and Laos at the same time. Over millions of bombs were dropped right on Laos to stop the Ho Chi Minh Trail. So my dad fought in the war with the Americans. After America pulled out, and that's when my father had to escape. My father escaped to Thailand with my mom and my sisters. So they crossed the Mekong River on this like little makeshift raft they made. We stayed there for 2 years, and then we got sponsored by a church in Wisconsin to bring us over here to Burlington, Wisconsin here actually. So my mom started selling egg rolls to her work, her neighbors. They loved their egg rolls, and that kind of just took off. I remember my dad's friend, the farmer friend that would kill the cows for us and bring them down. He would always say like, this is the best steak he's ever had, this is the best jerky he's ever had, like yada yada. And I was like, dude, like we gotta introduce more of our food to them. And you know, that inspired us to do SapSap's. So SapSap's in our language, it kind of means delicious, delicious, kind of like nam nam. We've all heard nam nam, but in Southeast Asia, in Thailand and Laos, if the food is good, they say SapSap's. So these wings, they have gochujang in it, but I kind of wanted to make them more Lao-inspired, right? So instead of using potato starch, which is common in Korean fried chicken, we're using tapioca starch and rice flour. A lot goes into it. People always say you just need salt and pepper. I'm like, just wait till you try this and you'll see that you need a lot more than just salt and pepper. The hardest part is balance for food, for me. Everything has to balance. So steak, rice, and salad all in one bite. So it's interesting with SapSap's, this is gonna be our first time opening a restaurant. We were a pop-up restaurant at first. Money was rolling in, we were losing capacity at our rental kitchen, and it was just a no-brainer. Like the demand was always there, and like, dude, we have to open a restaurant. Being where we're at in Racine County, like you're kind of by Chicago, you're in Milwaukee, you're right next door to Milwaukee. So we do a lot of shopping there and bring it back here. But again, like we get this awesome cross-street traffic, and there's so much cool things happening like in these small little towns that people drive past. Racine County in general, it's definitely coming up. The diversity is awesome. I love seeing the diversity. A bunch of businesses seem like they're more open to people doing new things, you know. I mean, who has a beer called Dumb Fuck in Burlington, Wisconsin, you know? And who eats pho on a farm with no AC? But the whole goal with SapSap's is, again, it's a lot of philanthropy, a lot of community, just sharing our culture really, you know, shedding light on Laos and bringing people together with food and culture.